There are a couple of telltale signs that Excel is not recognizing a number as a proper number. We're just going to go through a number of these just to show you how you can recognize it. Generally speaking, numbers when they are entered are right aligned and text is left aligned. So this could be an indicator if something is not seen as a number. However, be aware that I can take a number and I can left align it manually, so that's not always a good predictor. You should be able to format numbers and change the look and feel of them. So for example, I've got a whole bunch of numbers here. You can see they are a bit of a mess. If I go like this and I try and format them, and let's say for this I'm just going to add 2 decimal places and use a 100 separator. When I say OK, anything that's not a number will not get these. So sometimes it's worthwhile just adding a crazy amount of decimals and you'll see where the numbers aren't. Excel has a useful tool down here where if I highlight a number of numbers, you'll notice that it sums them. If it is not a number, for example, if I highlight these two, you'll notice that the sum is coming to 1886, which excludes this first one. So if you highlight a number of cells and you expect a much bigger number, have a look down here and see if it's actually adding them all up. A proper number in Excel should not have an apostrophe in front of it. So if you see an apostrophe in front of it, this is forcing Excel to see a number as text. So over here you'll see as well, there's an apostrophe in front of it. And this is sometimes used, particularly for example when you're entering cell numbers. So over here for example, you'll see to avoid the 0 disappearing, an apostrophe is put in. So an apostrophe in front of a number makes Excel ignore it as a number. If there's a 0 in front of a number without a decimal, this is not a number. If Excel puts a 0 in front, it is not seeing this as a number, it's seeing it as text. If it sees it as a number, as you capture it, the 0 will disappear. There are formulas that help you test if a number is actually a number as seen by Excel. So if we go here, you'll see there's a function in Excel called isNumber. And what we can do is we can point at the cell that we're worried about, and it'll tell us either true or false whether Excel sees that cell as a number or not. Excel also tries to warn you when it sees a number or something that's possibly a number but it's not using it as a number. So for example here, can you see the little green mark here? When you click on it, if we hover over here, it warns us the number in this cell is formatted as text or preceded by an apostrophe. So without having to look in each cell, it will warn you about the apostrophes. Just be careful about this because you'll notice that there's no green marks on any of these. So these are numbers, but for whatever reason, they're numbers in a format that Excel is not seen as a number.